Have you ever wondered if the separation you see around you is nothing more than an illusion? For centuries, humans believed that life was divided, that objects were isolated, and that each of us lived inside our own private world. But modern science has revealed something astonishing. Everything you know about separation might be false. The universe is not built upon isolation. It is built upon connection. A hidden network binds us, weaving together not only particles of matter, but also our thoughts, our emotions, and even the paths we walk in life. Think about this. What if your mind was not locked inside your skull? What if every thought you create, every emotion you feel, every dream you hold, traveled beyond you, touching the fabric of the universe? Modern discoveries in quantum physics suggest exactly that. There is an invisible field of energy that interconnects all existence, and whether you realize it or not, you are always participating in this great cosmic dance. Imagine you are holding two identical dice. You roll one in your room, while someone else thousands of miles away rolls the other. In the ordinary world, the outcomes would be random, disconnected, unrelated. But in the quantum world, things do not follow ordinary rules. If these dice were quantumly entangled, the moment one showed its number, the other would instantly align, no matter how far apart they were. Distance, time, and space lose their usual power. This is not magic. It is a proven principle of physics called quantum entanglement. Now pause for a moment and consider what this truly means. If particles smaller than atoms can remain linked across impossible distances, is it not possible that your own mind, your consciousness, is part of this same web? You are not just a physical body, you are an energetic being. Your thoughts, your intentions, and your emotions carry vibrations, and these vibrations ripple outward into the field of reality. The hidden truth is that you have far more influence over your life than you have been taught to believe. Science has been slowly uncovering this. One of the most eye-opening findings came from researchers at the HeartMath Institute. They discovered that the human heart is not just a pump moving blood through your veins, it is also an engine of energy. Your heart generates an electromagnetic field so strong that it extends several meters beyond your body. This means your emotions do not stay inside you. They radiate outward, shaping not only your internal chemistry, but also the energy of your environment. In other words, how you feel has the power to touch people around you, influence situations, and even shape events. This leads to a profound question. When you think with strong emotion, where does that energy go? It does not vanish. Energy never disappears, it only transforms. So when you project feelings of love, fear, anger, or hope, they do not dissolve into nothingness. They ripple out into the infinite web of the universe, resonating with other vibrations, attracting situations and experiences that align with the frequencies you carry. This is why some people appear to attract endless opportunities, while others struggle through repeating cycles of hardship. The difference lies not in luck, but in vibration. Life responds to the frequency you emit, much like a mirror reflecting your inner state. Your subconscious mind, the hidden part of you that runs silently beneath the surface, is like a radio antenna broadcasting signals 24 hours a day. Whether those signals are rooted in abundance or scarcity, hope or despair, love or fear, they magnetize corresponding events from the quantum field. Let us explore this even deeper. In the early 20th century, scientists performed an experiment called the double-slit test. They discovered something shocking. Particles of light, called photons, behaved differently depending on whether they were being observed. Simply put, the mere act of watching changed the outcome. This was not supposed to happen. According to classical physics, matter should remain unaffected by observation. Yet quantum physics revealed otherwise. The observer was influencing reality itself. Consciousness, it seemed, had the power to shape matter. But quantum entanglement goes even further. In 1935, Albert Einstein, along with Boris Podolsky and Nathan Rosen, proposed a thought experiment that came to be known as the EPR paradox. They suggested that if entanglement were real, then two particles once connected could remain bonded across vast distances, so vast that no signal could possibly pass between them. Einstein himself was troubled by this idea. He called it spooky, action at a distance. Yet decades later, in 1982, physicist Alain Aspect proved it experimentally. He showed that when one particle was altered, its entangled partner shifted instantly, even when separated by great distance. There was no delay, no physical signal traveled between them. Something invisible, something outside space and time, connected them. Now reflect on this truth. If everything in the universe is built from the same fundamental particles, then why would your mind and energy not be subject to this same interconnection? If subatomic particles can remain linked across galaxies, then surely your own consciousness, built from the same essence, must also be part of this great web. Here is where the story becomes deeply personal. The subconscious mind is the hidden driver of your reality. Research by scientists like Dr. Bruce Lipton shows that up to 95% of your daily decisions and actions are not made by your conscious mind, but by your subconscious programming. And most of that programming is formed in the first 7 years of your life. In those early years, your brain functions at a slower wave frequency called theta, a state similar to hypnosis. During this time, you absorb beliefs directly from your environment like a sponge. If you grew up hearing phrases like, "life is hard," "money is difficult to earn," or "you cannot always have what you want," those beliefs did not just vanish when you grew older. They settled deep inside, where your subconscious keeps replaying them like background music. This is why, even as adults, many people struggle to create the lives they desire. They consciously dream of wealth, health, or love, but subconsciously, they are tuned into old programs of scarcity, unworthiness, or struggle. The subconscious keeps sending signals into the quantum field, and the field responds with matching experiences. You may want abundance, but if your subconscious believes money is scarce, you may find yourself losing money in unexpected ways, facing endless expenses, or missing opportunities. You may desire love, but if your subconscious holds the belief that relationships are painful, you may unconsciously attract partners who reinforce that pain. You may aim for success, but if your subconscious whispers that you do not deserve it, you may find sudden obstacles appearing just before your breakthrough. Consider this. How many times have you set a goal to lose weight, to save money, to change habits, and found yourself slipping back into old patterns? This is not failure. It is the subconscious at work. Your conscious mind chooses one direction, but your subconscious, programmed long ago, insists on another. Until you reprogram your subconscious, the cycle repeats. This is why quantum entanglement is not just a scientific curiosity. It is a mirror of your inner world. Just as entangled particles remain connected across space, your beliefs remain entangled with your reality. Change the inner frequency, and the external world begins to shift. But the reverse is also true. Keep repeating the same limiting patterns, and your reality reflects them again and again. So how do you change this? How do you unlock the hidden energy within you? The first step is awareness, understanding that your reality is not random, but deeply connected to your inner vibration. The second step is reprogramming, learning how to shift your subconscious from old limiting patterns into higher empowering frequencies. And the third step is alignment, living in harmony with the new vibration you wish to embody, until the universe mirrors it back to you. Let us pause here and return to the heart, the literal and symbolic center of your being. Scientists have shown that the heart's electromagnetic field is more powerful than that of the brain. When you feel gratitude, love, or joy, your heart sends a coherent, harmonious signal into the environment. This is not just poetic, it is measurable science. Coherent heart rhythms improve not only your physical health, but also your ability to connect with others and influence your environment. Imagine your heart as a transmitter, broadcasting signals of harmony into the quantum field. The universe, in turn, responds with experiences that resonate with this vibration. This is why people who cultivate positive emotional states seem to live in greater flow. They attract synchronicities, those meaningful coincidences where the right person, opportunity, or solution appears at the perfect time. Their reality bends to their inner frequency. On the other hand, Those who remain trapped in fear, anger, or despair keep broadcasting discordant signals, and the universe reflects that chaos back at them. Now imagine what could happen if you consciously chose to shift your vibration every day. Imagine waking up and deciding to fill your heart with gratitude before doing anything else. Imagine visualizing your goals not as distant dreams, but as realities already unfolding. Imagine acting as if you were already the person you wish to become. These practices are not empty rituals. They are signals. They are how you instruct the quantum field to mirror back a new reality. When you understand this, life stops being a series of random struggles. It becomes a conscious dance with the universe. You begin to see challenges not as punishments, but as opportunities to strengthen your vibration. You stop feeling separated, isolated, or powerless. Instead, you realize that you are entangled with everything around you, your thoughts, your emotions, your environment, and the infinite field of reality itself. This realization is not only liberating, it is the beginning of true transformation. If the subconscious mind is the hidden engine of your reality, then understanding how it works is like holding the master key to your destiny. Many people believe they are in full control of their lives, making conscious choices every day. Yet neuroscience and psychology reveal a different truth. Most of what you do, say, and even feel is not truly decided by your conscious mind. It is shaped by invisible programs written deep inside your subconscious. Think of your subconscious as a powerful autopilot. When you first learn how to drive, every move feels deliberate. You focus on pressing the pedals, turning the wheel, checking the mirrors. But after years of practice, you can drive while talking to someone or listening to music. Why? Because the subconscious has taken over. It runs the program without effort. This is useful in driving, but what happens when your subconscious holds programs that are not serving you? Instead of guiding you safely forward, it may be steering you into repeated cycles of frustration. Science suggests that by the age of 7, your subconscious has absorbed thousands of beliefs. During childhood, your brain is primarily in theta state, a slow hypnotic wave pattern. In this receptive state, you do not filter or question what you hear. When a parent, teacher, or society repeatedly tells you that money is scarce, that love is painful, or that success is for a few lucky people, those statements sink deep, bypassing logic. They become truths in your subconscious, even if they are false in reality. Later in life, these hidden truths continue broadcasting silently. Imagine a child who was often told, "You're not good enough." As an adult, that person may consciously aim for success, but subconsciously, the program of unworthiness vibrates like a low hum beneath every effort. Opportunities appear, but something always goes wrong. Relationships start, but they collapse in similar ways. Financial growth begins, but unexpected bills drain the gains. The person wonders, why does this always happen to me, without realizing that the answer lies in the invisible signals of the subconscious. This is why understanding the connection between quantum entanglement and the subconscious is so powerful. If particles remain connected across space, and your thoughts are energy, then the programs within your subconscious are constantly entangling with the universe. They act like magnets, pulling experiences that resonate with their frequency. If your subconscious is filled with limiting beliefs, you keep attracting situations that confirm those beliefs. But if you reprogram it, you can begin attracting realities that align with your true desires. Think about emotions. They are not just private feelings inside your chest. They are vibrational states. Anger, fear, and despair send jagged, chaotic signals into your environment. Gratitude, joy, and love create smooth, coherent waves that harmonize with life around you. When your subconscious holds painful memories or limiting programs, your emotions naturally lean toward the negative. But when your subconscious is reprogrammed with empowering beliefs, your emotional states become lighter, more positive, and more magnetic to opportunities. Consider this scenario. Two people walk into the same room. One feels anxious, doubtful, and insecure. The other feels calm, confident, and open. They meet the same people, hear the same conversations, and encounter the same opportunities. yet their experiences are completely different. The anxious person notices rejection, feels ignored, and leaves with nothing. The confident person attracts smiles, begins conversations, and leaves with new connections. The difference is not the external environment, but the inner vibration shaped by the subconscious. This is why countless people feel stuck. They try to change their lives by working harder, setting goals, or forcing discipline. But they overlook the deeper truth. Reality is not changed from the outside in. It is changed from the inside out. Without reprogramming the subconscious, external effort only produces temporary results. The old programs eventually pull them back into the same cycles. This is why diets fail, why financial plans collapse, and why resolutions fade. The subconscious always wins unless it is consciously rewired. So how do we rewire it? The first step is awareness. You must notice the beliefs you carry. Ask yourself, what do I really believe about money, about love, about myself? Often the answers hide in your emotions. If thinking about wealth brings anxiety, it means a program of scarcity is active. If thinking about relationships brings fear, it means a program of pain is running. Awareness brings these hidden scripts to the surface, where they can be rewritten. The second step is repetition. The subconscious does not change overnight. It learns through consistent, repeated signals. Just as you can train your body through repeated exercise, you can train your subconscious through repeated thought and emotion. Affirmations alone are not enough. They must be infused with feeling. When you visualize abundance with gratitude, when you repeat empowering beliefs while feeling joy, you are sending coherent signals to your subconscious. Over time, the old programs weaken and new ones take root. Meditation is one of the most powerful tools for this. In meditation, your brain naturally shifts into theta and delta states, the very frequencies of childhood when the subconscious was originally programmed. This state makes the subconscious highly receptive to new ideas. When you enter meditation and visualize yourself already living the life you desire, your subconscious begins to accept it as truth. The key is emotion. Feeling gratitude, love, or joy during visualization seals the new program. The subconscious does not distinguish between what is vividly imagined and what is physically real. For it, both are experiences, and both shape reality. Another technique is emotional release. Many limiting beliefs are anchored in old memories charged with pain. Methods like EFT, emotional freedom technique, and NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, can help dissolve the emotional charge of those memories. Once the emotion is released, the belief loses its grip. It is like pulling out the roots of a weed so the plant no longer grows back. Without emotional release, new programs struggle to stick because the old emotional anchors keep pulling the subconscious back. Let us return to the heart. The HeartMath Institute discovered that the heart's electromagnetic field is far stronger than the brain's. This means emotions have a greater impact than thoughts alone. You can think positive all day, but if your heart is filled with fear, the vibration remains negative. The subconscious listens more to emotion than logic. This is why cultivating feelings of gratitude, joy, and love is essential. These emotions broadcast coherent signals that harmonize with the quantum field, inviting synchronicities and opportunities. Think about synchronicities. Have you ever thought about someone intensely, only for them to call you the next day? Or felt a strange sense that something was about to happen, and then it did? These are not random coincidences, they are signs of entanglement. Your thoughts and emotions ripple into the field, and the universe responds with reflections. The stronger the emotional charge behind your thought, the stronger the ripple, and the quicker the response. Now here is a crucial truth. The universe does not respond to what you say you want. It responds to what you truly vibrate. You may say, I want wealth, but if your subconscious vibrates with scarcity, the universe mirrors scarcity. You may say, I want love, but if your subconscious vibrates with fear of rejection, the universe mirrors rejection. This is why so many people feel frustrated. They want one thing consciously, but subconsciously they vibrate another. The quantum field simply reflects the dominant frequency. The path forward then is alignment. you must align your conscious desires with your subconscious vibrations. When thought, emotion, and subconscious programming all resonate together, reality shifts with remarkable speed. Opportunities flow, synchronicities multiply, and challenges transform into stepping stones. This is not magic. It is the natural law of resonance. The universe, like a mirror, reflects coherence. When your inner world is coherent, the outer world adjusts to match. Consider how this changes the way you see challenges. Most people face obstacles and immediately feel discouraged. They assume the universe is against them. But when you understand entanglement and subconscious influence, you realize challenges are tests. They are opportunities for the universe to confirm whether your vibration has truly changed. If you respond with old fear, the old vibration wins. If you respond with new confidence, the universe records that frequency as your new reality. Every challenge is a question. Have you really shifted? Your response determines the answer. This is why trust is essential. When you begin to change your subconscious, life may initially feel harder. Old patterns resist release. Unexpected difficulties arise. But this is not failure. It is adjustment. The universe is asking for proof of your new vibration. If you hold steady, if you continue broadcasting gratitude and confidence, the shift locks in. Soon, the outer world begins to mirror the inner. Change and flow replaces struggle. Imagine living in that state every day, where your subconscious supports your conscious dreams instead of sabotaging them. Where your heart radiates gratitude, your mind visualizes abundance, and your energy aligns with the flow of the universe. In such a state, you stop chasing opportunities. They begin to chase you. You stop forcing success. It starts to arrive, naturally. This is the life of coherence, the life that opens when you master your subconscious and align it with the principles of quantum entanglement. When you begin to truly grasp the mystery of quantum entanglement, reality itself starts to look different. You stop seeing life as random, disconnected events. Instead, you begin to perceive a hidden order, a deeper intelligence, an underlying field of connection weaving everything together. This is not just poetic philosophy. It is a reality supported by both ancient wisdom and modern science. At its core, quantum entanglement shows us that separation is an illusion. When two particles interact, they can become entangled in such a way that their states remain linked, no matter how far apart they move. Alter one particle, and the other responds instantly, without delay. This seems to defy logic. How can information travel faster than light? How can one particle know what happens to another across vast distances? Yet experiment after experiment has confirmed this strange truth. Reality is not what we thought it was. There is an invisible field beyond space and time connecting everything. Now imagine what this means for your mind. If even the tiniest subatomic particles remain connected, what about consciousness itself? What if your thoughts and emotions are not confined to your brain, but ripple outward into this quantum field, entangling with the energies of people, places, and events? If so, then every intention you hold is like a seed planted in the soil of the universe. The vibration you carry nourishes the seed, and eventually it manifests as experiences in your reality. This is why intention is so powerful. But intention fares not just about thinking a thought. The universe does not respond to empty words or shallow desires. It responds to vibration, the emotional frequency that underlies your thought. If you say, "I want wealth," but deep inside you feel fear and scarcity, then your vibration is scarcity. The universe reflects that. If you say, "I want love," but your subconscious carries wounds of rejection, then the vibration you emit is fear of abandonment, and the universe mirrors it back. This is why so many people feel frustrated. They consciously want one thing, but vibrationally project another, and the quantum field simply reflects the dominant frequency. So what is the solution? Alignment. You must align your inner world with your outer desires. This means cultivating emotions and states of being that match the reality you want to create. If you desire abundance, you must practice gratitude, joy, and generosity until they become natural vibrations. If you desire love, you must cultivate self-love and compassion, because you cannot attract what you are not vibrating. If you desire peace, you must let go of inner chaos and learn to rest in calmness. Here is where practices like meditation and visualization become powerful. Meditation allows your brain to shift into slower frequencies where the subconscious becomes accessible. In that state, you can plant new beliefs and reprogram old patterns. Visualization allows you to create vivid inner experiences, and the subconscious does not distinguish between imagined reality and physical reality. If you visualize success with strong emotion, your subconscious accepts it as truth, and your vibration begins to match it. Over time, the outer world reflects this new vibration, not because of magic, but because the universe mirrors resonance. Another key is gratitude. Gratitude is not just a polite thank you, it is a vibrational frequency that aligns you with abundance. When you feel genuine gratitude, you send a signal to the quantum field that you already have enough, that you are already blessed. And because like attracts like, the universe responds with more to be grateful for. Gratitude shifts you out of lack and into abundance, changing the energy you broadcast. This is why so many spiritual teachers emphasize gratitude as the foundation of manifestation. It is the quickest way to raise your vibration. Let us return for a moment to science. Neuroscientist Dr. Joe Dispenza explains that every thought you have creates a chemical reaction in your brain. That reaction generates an emotion, and that emotion reinforces the thought, creating a cycle. If you keep thinking fearful thoughts, you feel anxious. That anxiety produces more fearful thoughts, and soon your entire body is vibrating at the frequency of fear. The universe mirrors that frequency with experiences that validate your fear. But the opposite is also true. If you cultivate thoughts of joy and abundance, your body releases chemicals of happiness, which strengthen positive emotions, creating an upward spiral. Your vibration rises, and the universe reflects that with opportunities, synchronicities, and blessings. This is why manifestation is not about forcing reality. It is about tuning yourself into the vibration of what you desire. The universe is like a mirror. It reflects your dominant state of being. If you vibrate scarcity, you experience scarcity. If you vibrate abundance, you experience abundance. If you vibrate fear, you experience fear. If you vibrate love, you experience love. The external world is not separate from you. It is entangled with your internal world. Change within and without must follow. Now consider synchronicities. Have you ever wished for something and then suddenly encountered exactly the right person? The right book or the right opportunity at the perfect moment? These are not random coincidences. They are reflections of your vibration interacting with the quantum field. When you align with a frequency, the universe rearranges itself to bring experiences that match. What looks like coincidence is actually coherence, the hidden intelligence of the universe responding to your state of being. This is why doubt can be so destructive. When you begin to raise your vibration and align with abundance, the universe often tests your commitment. Challenges appear, obstacles arise, and unexpected setbacks come. If you allow these moments to pull you back into fear and doubt, you reinforce the old vibration. The universe reads this as inconsistency. But if you hold steady, maintaining gratitude and trust, even when appearances contradict your desire, the universe records your new vibration as truth. Then reality shifts. Challenges dissolve into opportunities, and obstacles transform into stepping stones. Imagine for a moment that you are tuning a radio. If the station you want is playing at 101.5 FM, but you are tuned to 97.3, you will never hear it. No matter how much you want it, no matter how loudly you say you deserve it, you will only hear static. The only way to access the station is to tune your radio to its frequency. The same is true of life. You cannot manifest abundance while vibrating scarcity. You cannot manifest love while vibrating fear. You cannot manifest peace while vibrating chaos. You must tune your mind, emotions, and subconscious to the frequency of your desire. Only then does the universe deliver. This tuning process is not always easy, but it is simple. It requires consistent practice, meditation, visualization, gratitude, affirmations infused with emotion, and actions aligned with your desired reality. For example, if you want financial abundance, act with generosity and confidence instead of fear of loss. If you want love, practice compassion and kindness instead of closing your heart. If you want peace, create moments of stillness instead of feeding constant mental noise. Each choice is a vibration, and over time, your consistent vibrations shape your reality. Here is the most liberating truth. You do not need to chase power outside yourself. The power has always been within you. The field of quantum entanglement is not separate from you. You are part of it. Every thought, every emotion, every intention you create ripples into the infinite web of reality. You are not a victim of chance. You are a co-creator of your destiny. The universe is not testing you to punish you. It is asking you to align, to vibrate with certainty, to embody the reality you wish to live. Think of how your life could transform if you lived this way every day. Imagine waking each morning and aligning your heart with gratitude before touching your phone or stepping out of bed. Imagine visualizing your dreams as if they were already true, feeling the joy of their fulfillment in your body. Imagine carrying yourself with the confidence of someone who knows the universe is working in their favor. How would people respond to you? How would opportunities appear? How would challenges transform? The truth is, reality would bend to your vibration, because that is how the field works. It mirrors coherence. In this light, spirituality and science begin to meet. Ancient traditions spoke of prana, chi, and universal energy fields. They said everything is connected, that our minds shape reality, that gratitude and love are the highest vibrations. Modern quantum physics now validates these ideas in a different language. The holographic universe theory, the findings of entanglement, and studies on consciousness all point to the same conclusion. Separation is an illusion, and you are far more powerful than you have been taught. The path forward is not to deny challenges or ignore pain, but to see them as part of the great, entangled dance of life. Challenges are invitations to raise your vibration. Pain is an opportunity to release old programs. Every obstacle is a mirror asking, will you choose fear again, or will you hold steady in faith? The more you choose alignment, the stronger your vibration becomes. The stronger your vibration, the clearer your connection with the quantum field. And the clearer your connection, the more your life flows with synchronicity, abundance, love, and peace. This is not reserved for a chosen few. It is available to anyone willing to shift within. Your subconscious can be reprogrammed. Your vibration can be raised. Your reality can be transformed. The universe is waiting like a mirror to reflect your frequency. The only question is, what vibration will you choose to emit today? There comes a moment on this journey when you realize that true power does not come from control but from surrender. For most of our lives, we are taught to fight, to force, to push against reality in order to achieve what we want. We are taught to believe that if we just work harder, plan better, or struggle longer, then life will finally reward us. But quantum reality suggests something different. The universe is not asking you to fight it. It is asking you to align with it. And alignment requires trust. Think of water flowing in a river. If you try to resist it, you tire yourself out. If you relax and float, the current carries you effortlessly forward. The same is true in life. When you cling to fear, anxiety, or doubt, you resist the natural flow of the universe. But when you trust, when you allow yourself to surrender, the current carries you toward opportunities you could never have planned with logic alone. This is not passivity. It is intelligent cooperation with the deeper intelligence of the cosmos. The final key to unlocking your hidden energy is vibrational certainty. This means living as though your desire is already fulfilled. No more waiting, no more doubting, no more begging the universe for what you lack. Instead, you embody the state of already having it. You walk, talk, think, and feel as though your dream is real. In this state, you stop vibrating lack and start vibrating fulfillment. And because the universe mirrors vibration, reality adjusts to match your certainty. But how do we enter this state? There are 4 essential practices. So, unwavering faith. Faith is not about believing only when you see results. True faith means believing before results appear. You vibrate as though your dream is already done. You carry the confidence of someone who knows the universe is working behind the scenes. This faith stabilizes your vibration, preventing it from collapsing into doubt when challenges arise. Remember, the universe tests your consistency. If you remain steady, the new frequency locks in. Gratitude before manifestation. Gratitude is not something you feel only after receiving what you asked for. Gratitude is the signal that attracts it in the first place. When you feel gratitude as though your desire is already fulfilled, you radiate abundance. The universe responds with more reasons to be grateful. Gratitude shifts your focus from lack to abundance, raising your vibration instantly. The flow of detachment. Desire, vibrate, align, and then let go. Detachment does not mean apathy. It means trust. You stop obsessing over how and when your desire will manifest. You trust that the universe knows the fastest and most perfect path. This detachment removes resistance. It creates space for miracles, synchronicities, and effortless alignment. Act as if. If your dream were already true, how would you act? How would you carry yourself? What choices would you make? Begin to live that way now. When you act as if, you signal to your subconscious that this is your reality. The subconscious then emits a consistent vibration, and the universe mirrors it back. Acting as if bridges the gap between intention and manifestation. When you combine faith, gratitude, detachment, and action, something extraordinary happens. Resistance disappears. You stop waiting. You stop fearing. You stop grasping. Instead, you begin to live in a state of certainty, a state where the universe naturally flows in your favor. Life stops feeling like a struggle and begins to feel like a dance. Think about the times when life seemed to align perfectly for you. Perhaps you met someone by chance who later became important in your journey. Perhaps you stumbled upon an opportunity at the exact right moment. Perhaps you felt guided to take a step and it led to a breakthrough. These are not accidents, they are the result of vibrational alignment. The more you practice alignment, the more these synchronicities multiply. Now consider the opposite. Have you ever noticed how worry creates more reasons to worry? You fixate on scarcity, and suddenly expenses pile up. You fear rejection, and suddenly relationships crumble. You doubt your worth, and suddenly opportunities slip away. This is not punishment. It is the universe mirroring your vibration. When you vibrate fear, life reflects fear. When you vibrate trust, life reflects trust. The most profound realization is that you no longer need to look for power outside yourself. The power has always been within you. Every thought, every emotion, every intention you generate ripples into the infinite quantum field. You are not disconnected from the universe. You are entangled with it. The illusion of separation dissolves, and what remains is unity. You are not a fragment of the cosmos. You are the cosmos expressing itself through human form. Ancient traditions knew this long before science confirmed it. Hindu teachings spoke of prana, the vital life energy that flows through all beings. Chinese philosophy described qi, the universal life force that animates existence. Western mystics spoke of the Akashic field, a subtle energy connecting all things. Modern quantum physics now uses different words: entanglement, fields, vibrations. But the truth is the same. Everything is connected, and consciousness is not separate from matter. Your mind is part of the universe's intelligence. This explains spiritual experiences that once seemed mysterious: déjà vu, premonitions, soul connections, synchronicities. These are not supernatural events, but natural expressions of entanglement. When you feel connected to someone across distance, when you sense something before it happens, when life lines up perfectly without effort, you are experiencing the interconnected field in action. You are glimpsing the deeper order that underlies reality. The great quantum physicist Erwin Schrödinger once said, "The mind and the world are one." What he meant is that consciousness is not a byproduct of matter. It is fundamental to existence itself. The universe is not separate from your awareness. Your awareness is the universe experiencing itself through you. When you understand this, you stop asking, how can I control reality? Instead, you ask, how can I align with reality? Because alignment, not control, is the true key to transformation. Now let us make this practical. How can you begin to live in alignment every day? Here are some steps. Morning alignment practice. Begin your day with gratitude. Before checking your phone or engaging with the world, place your hand on your heart and think of 3 things you are grateful for. Feel the emotion of gratitude fully. This raises your vibration before you even step out of bed. Visualization ritual. Spend a few minutes each day visualizing your dream as already real. Feel the joy, peace, or excitement of that reality. Let your body absorb the emotion. The subconscious does not distinguish between imagined and physical reality. Both shape vibration. Act in resonance. Throughout your day, ask yourself, am I acting from fear or from trust? From scarcity or from abundance? Choose actions that resonate with your desired vibration. Small choices accumulate into powerful alignment. Night reflection. Before sleep, reflect on moments of alignment you experienced during the day. Acknowledge synchronicities, signs, or even small wins. Gratitude before sleep programs the subconscious overnight, reinforcing the vibration of abundance. Over time, these practices become habits. They rewire your subconscious, raise your vibration, and deepen your alignment with the quantum field. Challenges still appear, but you stop perceiving them as threats. You see them as tests, as mirrors, as opportunities to hold your frequency steady. You stop reacting with fear and start responding with faith. This shift alone changes everything. Remember, the universe is always listening. Every thought, every feeling, every intention is a signal. The question is not whether you are manifesting. You are always manifesting. The real question is, what are you manifesting? Are you manifesting from fear or from trust? From scarcity or from abundance? From separation or from unity? The choice is yours, and it begins within. When you surrender to the flow, when you trust the intelligence of the universe, when you embody the vibration of your desires, reality bends in your favor. Synchronicities multiply. Opportunities appear. Challenges transform. You feel lighter, freer, more at peace. You stop waiting for life to begin and realize it is happening now. You awaken to your true power, the power of alignment with the infinite field of existence. The journey is not about becoming something new. It is about remembering what you have always been, an infinite being, deeply connected to everything, carrying the spark of universal intelligence within. You are not powerless. You are not separate. You are not alone. The hidden energy you seek has been within you all along, waiting to be awakened. And now the choice is yours. Will you continue living as though you are separate, limited, and powerless? Or will you embrace the truth of entanglement, raise your vibration, and step fully into your role as co-creator of your reality? The universe is ready. The field is listening. The flow is waiting. All that remains is your decision to align.